Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so I'm in JB this morning, visiting Jamil and Razimah's farm in Ulu Tiram. Jamil and Razimah joined the new skin business in 2002, and at that time Jamil was Alfred Lim's head of department when he was a teacher and doing new skin part-time. Inche Jamil built this farm. It's many acres. We'll go on a tour of it. See, there he is in his tractor, if you can see him in his tractor. And some of us are visiting here. Okay, this is farm. Okay, so he built this farm for his retirement while he was raising his family at that time in Singapore. And what's happening today, why we're here, is because it's a special trip sponsored by Amy and Gary to celebrate their 40th wedding anniversary. And it's actually Amy's birthday also in July. Now, Amy and Gary had visited earlier, I think about 2 or 3 months ago, and they enjoyed their time so much, especially the durians. So much that they wanted to share this experience with others. So I'm part of a party of about 15 guests from Singapore. We just drove up from Singapore. Some of us have just arrived, and if we get a chance, we'll meet some of them. Okay, now, so for today's Motivational Monday, I want to reflect on this occasion. I want to reflect on 4 things. And I'm going to use the mnemonic FARM, F-A-R-M. Okay. So, the first point I want to make is F, okay, is future. F stands for future. And farming is about the future, okay? We start with bare soil. We envision the forest, we plan ahead. Because why do we need to plan ahead? Because we need to space the trees. So when you plant, the seed is so small, but you need to cater for how big the tree will be. For example, you look at the branches here of this tree in front. It's spreading all over the place. So you can't plant the seeds too close. So there needs planning, okay? And this is really beginning with the end in mind, isn't it? Now, you've heard the question asked, when is the best time to plant a tree? Okay, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. When is the second best time? The second best time is now. Now, I want to show you this tree here in front of me. Okay, this coconut tree. Okay, this coconut tree we call Nancy's tree. Okay, so Nancy was Hock Seng's wife, and she passed away suddenly, unexpectedly, many years ago. In fact, around this time, I think the anniversary is about 3rd of July, so very close to the. We're 8th of July now, and in memoriam of her, the family came here and planted a coconut tree. Okay, so this is what I call Nancy's tree. And it reminds me of the Chinese proverb, 前人种树，后人乘凉. Okay, it means one generation plants a tree, the next enjoys the shade, and that's basically what life is about. We plan ahead. One generation plans for the future. Okay, and so this is actually my opportunity to thank Amy and Gary, who 23 years ago, living comfortably in Japan, they moved over to Singapore to help us grow our new skin business. Okay, and Amy and Gary are going to plant a coconut tree today. Okay, this is not the time to do it now, so I can't I can't show you that. They are visiting the place right now. Okay. Now, the second the second letter, farm, F-A-R-M, second letter is Amy and Gary, A, okay, Amy and Gary. So this is the, as I said, this is the anniversary celebration, 40 years of marriage. And, you know, that's an A, okay, also anniversary celebration. They also appreciate farming, okay, like multi-level marketing. Farming is like multi-level marketing. You know, they are new skin farmers. They are hardworking, they are patient, a lot of sowing is involved. There's a lot of nurturing, fertilizing, watering, and, you know, the occasional pruning that we get. And then, of course, there's the harvest and the joy of the harvest. And then, you know, there's the joy of sharing the harvest. Okay, you know, on A, the other A that we have for Amy and Gary is the appetite for fruits and vegetables. Okay, they are largely vegetarian, so that's why we are here on this farm and not at some steak buffet. You know, if maybe it was Junwen's anniversary, we'd be at a steak buffet. And so we're here especially for durian because you know, Amy has a particular love for durian. I remember many years ago, 23 years ago, when they first arrived to Singapore, they were operating from International Plaza, and I remember one evening, Amy and I were, you know, were having a good time, you know, discussing the future business over durian. Okay, so then the next letter in farm is F-A-R. R is for relationships. Okay, our business is about growing relationships. Growing relationships through indirect secondary connections. And that's really what the tree is about. Okay, it's like a tree. You know, you start with the root, goes on to the trunk, and then to the branches, to the twigs, to the leaves, and then to the capillaries. So sometimes when you prospect someone directly, that person may not be the one that joins you. In fact, it usually doesn't. It's many times removed. And this is precisely how a couple originally from Hong Kong met us when they were living in Japan. You know, they know a Malay couple with a farm in Johor Bahru. You know, and then here today we have different species of human beings gathered together with one common interest. Okay, and the other thing about the relationships is they're not ordinary relationships. Okay, they are really rich relationships. They are enduring relationships. Now, the last letter is in farm is so we talked about the future. We talked about Amy and Gary. We talked about relationships, and the last letter is M for multiply. And multiply is about growth. In fact, it's about exponential growth. You know the saying, the greatest oak was once a little nut who held its ground. Okay, so you know there's this resilience that nut survived, grew, and became a greatest oak. And Robert Schuller said, and this is actually a quote that that Jamil has on his building here. Okay, anyone can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the number of apples in a seed. And of course, for him here, you know, anyone can count the seeds in a durian, but only God can count the number of seeds, number of durians in a seed. And so we have, you know, we have this farm with not just durians. In fact, this is, let me just show you. Okay. So we've got some durians there in the shed, but here's a, you know, here's a tiny one. This is a huge durian tree. Here you see a, can I see the durian? You know, some tiny durians. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, yeah, and you know, when we multiply, we have many people, and we get an opportunity to leave a legacy. Lin-Manuel Miranda asked the question, legacy, what is legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. Okay. You're planting seeds in a garden you never get to see, because this continues. It continues through many, many generations. Now, in New Skin, we are paid for 6 generations, but we get the joy of our work continuing. So many of us till today benefit from the efforts of Pat and Marguerite Sung, who are I don't know, many 12, 15, 16 generations beyond. They don't earn anything from our effort, but the amount of time they spend with us, the amount of joy they get in seeing us grow and transform our families. And what a tremendous legacy we get. And of course, this farm here will not go away, okay, easily. Okay, it will be here for some time. So the rest of the guys have gone on a tour, which is a great thing. They're touring the farm. I shall not try to catch up with them. I don't know where they are, but I tell you, a tree is a tree. Okay, to me, one tree is another. Since they have gone, they've left me alone very, very dangerously. Okay, they have left me alone with the durians. Okay, now all these durians are mine. All this, they've left me alone with the durians, and I am gonna eat all these durians. When they come back, I'll be worse than the squirrel. I'll have eaten it all. Oh, this is Razimah. Come, mother, come. Say a word to this on Facebook Live.
Oh, okay. Hi.
With all the New Skin people.
Hi, hello. Wish you all were here. All right, to enjoy my fruit from my farm. Okay.
What have we got here? So we've got coconuts from the farm. We've got more durians. Okay. Oh, and you've got Amy and Gary coming up. Let me just they can say a word or two. Okay. Oh, that's Isaac Chia. Come, we're on Facebook Live. Isaac, say Isaac. Come, Amy, say hello. We're on Facebook Live. Gary, come. Say, I'm celebrating the occasion of your 40th anniversary. These are the original farmers, the most hardworking farmers in New Skin. You'd like to say a word to us? We're all watching. It's on Facebook Live.
We're very fortunate to be hosted by Jamil and Razimah in their loving durian farm. And then today we got a lesson from Jamil that planting durian is like our MLM.
Sow a good seed and then you can see a forest.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much
Nice
for hosting.
Yeah. To be with us.
Come, Sarah. This we're on Facebook Live.
Hi.
This is Isaac and Sarah and Hock Seng. Come.
Oh, sorry.
We saw Nancy's tree. Say hello to everyone. We're on.
Hi.
Cheng Wei.
Wonderful. Yes.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
Wrap up.
I mean, this is the most touching place that I wanted to visit because it's Jamil and Razimah, their hard work, and both hard work and hard work that warm me. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I've got urgent work to do now to try to finish durian on your behalf. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you back in Singapore. Okay, bye bye.